Hey, good people. This is Rocky with Rocky's Reality, the #1 podcast for unfiltered and unapologetic culture, entertainment, and relationships. Tap in live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I chat with some of the dopest artists, celebrities, influencers, entrepreneurs, and more. Make sure to catch us live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. See you soon. Welcome to Rocky's Reality, everyone. Look, the devil is trying it today. I had to create a quick new stream. Welcome to Rocky's Reality, everyone. Thank you for watching. Yes, listen. I know she is a mama because she got right on in. So I appreciate it. I was like, I gotta create a new link. Stand by. But we about to make it happen, y'all. Listen, the devil tries it, but he can't hold us down. He can't hold us down. He's not. So welcome to Rocky's Reality. Tonight, I have a dynamic woman, a history maker, a trailblazer, who goes all gas, no brakes, baby. And I love that attitude about her. I love that saying. I love that attitude. And she just shows and proves. So without any further ado, I am going to bring to the stage April Showers, y'all. Woohoo! Welcome to Rocky's Reality.
Thank you, Rocky, for having me.
You are welcome, you all. So officially, you all, April Showers is founder and CEO of Afro Unicorn, a brand designed to represent the uniqueness of women and children of color and its inclusive fashion and just so many things. She has fashion, she has accessories, y'all. She has home decor, books, a hair care line. Listen, she is the first female Black-owned business to own a licensed character brand in major retail. Y'all, she right next to she's in Walmart, so she's right next to all your Disney stuff. She's in Target. She's on Amazon. I was talking to my mom this morning, and she was like, "Yeah, I've seen that," because my mother is a Walmart devotee, by the way. Okay, she's a devotee. So I just want to welcome you to the show, April, and thank you for taking the time, and just kudos to all you're doing.
Thank you. I really appreciate that warm welcome. Thank you.
You are welcome. And oh yeah, look at this. We got fans already. Love magical tresses. Hey, thank you to everyone for watching. I love to hear that, because with Black folks, we got to be mindful. Is it gonna work on our hair or not?
Right.
So I'm glad. And yes, thank you all for tapping in. Hey, Kalia, thank you for tapping in. So welcome, April. And again, just kudos to you. I love to give people their flowers while they are with us. I believe in saluting pioneers such as yourself. And I just love how brazen you are at times with the Trumpsters and with just people just disparaging things. I'm just like, listen, they be coming for her. And you be ready with them, but you still, again, all gas, no brakes with your brand. And I just really admire that. So kudos to you on that.
Thank you. Yeah, they do be coming for me.
So let's talk about how, and I know you've told this story before about how your girlfriends were saying you a mom, you're a businesswoman, you're doing all the things, and you are unicorn, because truly Black women, we are unicorns. We are rare. So talk about that moment that you were like, I'm going to start Afro Unicorn. Like, talk about the conception.
Okay, so it wasn't my girlfriends. It was my male friend, Cortez. And Cortez kept telling me that I was a unicorn because I own and operate an insurance agency and was a licensed real estate broker and a single mom of 2 amazing Black boys. And he would tell me that I was a unicorn. I also was dating somebody else at the time. And he was like, you're also a great girlfriend to that person. And, they don't make girls like you. And he kept calling me a unicorn. So when me and that guy broke up, I called my friend Cortez. I was having a moment. I'm like, why do you always call me a unicorn? He said, April, because of the businesses, the boys, you were a great girlfriend. I said, yeah, but I'm just doing what every woman would do. He said, no, April, you do it at an extraordinary level. You are indeed a unicorn. Well, growing up as a tomboy and being a boy mom, I did not know much about unicorns. So I went to go look them up. I saw that they were unique. They were mystical. And I said, I'm definitely unique. I'm all things Black girl magic. And so I started to use the emoji that's in our phone over a period of time, but then it didn't resonate with me anymore because it was white and it didn't look like me. So I went back out to try to find one that looked like me. I couldn't. And so I decided to be the change that I wanted to see. And that is why I created Afro Unicorn. And when I created it as an avatar for myself, I then saw that it was going to be a movement. I realized there were probably so many women who did not know their own superpower or believing in themselves, who might have been dealing with imposter syndrome. So I wanted to create an avatar for them as a reminder to remind them that they too are unique, divine, and magical. And then it turned into this whole movement. And then it became more than just the women entrepreneurship, started to touch everybody, including the children, in more ways than one, because they saw themselves. So they saw the representation part of it. They were also young entrepreneurs. So we just kept rolling with it until Walmart saw the brand and decided to reach out and brought me into retail, which then made me the first Black woman to have a fully licensed character brand in major retail.
So I love how you said Walmart reached out to you though. I
Yeah.
love that. Because do you know how many people try and go through all the paperwork trying to get into Walmart and trying to get on the shelves? So you started, and you've been, this Afro Unicorn has been in existence less than 10 years now. It's been what?
It was we celebrated 6 years. 2019 was when we launched.
I love that. So just in, it's been a small span, but you've already expanded into Walmart. Like Walmart is huge. Like who doesn't go to Walmart?
Right. It was a really, really big deal, and it still is a big deal. And I am very, very grateful for that buyer, that merchant who saw the hard work that we were putting out there with building this community brick by brick. And they took notice. They said, you know, what we love about Afro Unicorns, that we can tell it's a grassroots brand and that you really have real community behind it. And that is what really, really pushed us in versus the other brands that might have been out there that, you know, looked like us.
I love that. So right quick, I just want to share my screen to show um a couple of the items here, just so people can get an idea, because you have books, you have like over 25 categories. It's so many of them already. So I just want to share here so people can see. So this is one of, let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to bring it up here. Y'all bear with me as I bring it up here. So this here is one of the t-shirts here that I've got coming up. If my screen behaves with me. Is it showing a t-shirt?
It's not showing anything.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Let me get it to, bear with me trying to get it to act right here, because I wanted to show people because they're so beautiful. And I wanted to show people the actual beauty of them. So y'all give me a moment here to, so who is the designer? Who was the designer for it? Is it showing now?
No, ma'am.
No, it's not. Oh my gosh. It is just oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's showing out. So this is one of the t-shirts.
Yeah, that is our free-ish, our Juneteenth shirt. Yes.
I love that. Gorgeous. And then I want to let me bring up another one here, because I just want to make sure that people get the full idea of the, all right, I'm just having all types of tech issues. I promise y'all I know how to do this. Just having all tech issues tonight. Thank you for being patient with me as I'm trying to bring these up here, because I just want to show a range of the products. While I'm bringing it up, who helped you design? Who like helped you like say, hey, this is how it's going to look? Did you hire someone, or
So
you?
I told the designer this is how it's going to look.
Okay.
So I worked with my cousin who's a graphic artist, and I basically directed him to tell him exactly what I wanted. I wanted a unicorn that looked like me. I wanted her to have um, eyeshadow, and having a crown was very, very important for me. So I wanted her to have a crown. I wanted her to have an earring. I wanted her to have curly hair.
And
So
she's super cute. She is
thank
super cute. I love that. She is super cute. Makes me want to get one of these blankets. I think I will order that.
you should.
I definitely will. So, as far as products, how did you decide? Like, okay, we're gonna do backpacks, we're gonna do books. Or are you just like, I'm trying to do the gamut of everything?
No, I started with just t-shirts, and the community, once the design got out there, it was them that started to tell me, hey, can we get this on a backpack? Can we get this item on this or that? And that's how we started to develop the different categories. We had a lot of these categories before we went into retail. Like we had um, like I said, the backpacks, we had some purses, we had puzzles, we had quite a lot of different. We had jewelry at one point, that we just did print on demand, and so it was natural that when we got into retail that we started to expand in the different categories. The one category that I'm really excited about, I'm definitely excited about all of our books. I've written 8 children's books, and what you see here is our little golden book. But we also developed a hair care line, Magical Tresses, and both Walmart and CVS messaged me a day apart asking to create a hair care line for their stores. So that too was and is a big deal, because Magical Tresses is the number one Black owned selling hair care line for the texture category.
I love that. I love that. And so so what were some things that helped you from your previous business experience? Because you already were an insurance agent, you already were into real estate. What were how did those, being in business in that sense help you and translate with Afro Unicorn?
One of the biggest things is the marketing part of it.
Mm,
'Cause with my insurance agency, I work for one of the largest in the nation, and they do a very great job of global market, not global. Well, I could say global marketing, but they're a U.S. base. But they do such a great job with that. But each agent is left to market and drive traffic to their own
mm,
brick and mortar storefront stores. So knowing that, I had to really, 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 um, knowing that gave me the full understanding, what I'm trying to say, of marketing. So
mhm.
I had to really, really quickly understand with my insurance agency how to drive people directly to my location versus other agents' locations,
Mm,
and able to tie into the overall global marketing that the company was doing. So, like for instance, this particular company would do big advertising on one of our radio stations. And so I would make sure that I put little ads in. So the radio DJ, who's Steve Harvey, he would make an announcement, a big national announcement for this insurance company, and then it would cut to the break, and then it will be my ad. People would literally call me and be like, Steve Harvey's on the radio talking about you. I'm like, yeah, girl, I know, I know, I know. But he wasn't talking about me. It was just that I made sure that I timed up my ads to make it look bigger than what it was. So
I love that.
that's what I pulled from working at.
That is key. That is key. So I heard you mention that one of your sons is the COO.
Yeah,
So talk about that as far as it's pretty much a family business then, building a legacy
yeah,
in a
definitely.
sense.
Jesse has been with me. I mean, from beginning. Of course, I had him before I had these businesses, so he has been right there, even with the insurance agency, the real estate. I would have people be like, "Let me just talk to Jesse." Like, I don't even want to talk to you because you don't ever know that thing. He always know everything. He's now in his second year at LSU, And
I
now
love it.
Christopher, who's in his second year of high school, he's now helping me. He's running our TikTok page. We are in a generation on my team. We're all over 40,
Mm-hmm.
not our thing.
Yep.
So I got
Yes.
one person over there doing it. He keeps reminding me that I'm old.
Yep. Same
And,
here. I'm 48. But listen, we fine her. They don't understand. We're getting better. We're getting
yeah,
better. But yeah, we're from the before social media
yeah,
era. We are the people, and I think that's what attributes to our boldness is that we know how to talk to people in real life.
right.
Like I'm gonna talk to you in real life if we need to get the business done. So talk about April, and April Showers is your real name, by the
Yes.
way. Can we
Mhm.
get a little story behind how your mama or who named you April Showers?
So my mom married my dad, who's Herman Showers, and she said that if I was a girl, I was going to be April, and if I was a boy, I would be Thunder.
Mm,
So Thunder Showers. I would probably have been like a running back or a wrestler or something. I don't know, but I'm happy that I am April Showers. I love my name, and people used to like ask me if I was teased by my name. I wasn't teased, only like substitute teachers when they would come do the role and they would say it because they were older, so they knew April Showers brings May flowers. But the kids, all they knew was April O'Neil from the Ninja Turtles, so that's all that they would make jokes. So it would rub off of me because I'm like, y'all don't even know like my whole name is a whole thing, but y'all
right.
April O'Neil. It's all good. But I always knew that my name was going to mean something later. And I wanted to, like, I was happy that I had a very notable name. And my mother said that's why she named me because she knew that one day I would be something. So,
I love it. It's I love it. And see, we do set the tone for our children when we name them. So I love that. And you gotta hip people to it because that's exactly what I thought when I saw April Showers. I was like, oh, bring May flowers. But
mhm.
we gotta hip people to the old school. So talk about is it manifest magic that you
Yeah, we
have?
just got back from our second Manifest Magic retreat. They actually renamed it. They called it Manifest Magic 2.0. I
Okay.
love that. So I'm like, okay, so the next one's going to be Manifest Magic 3.0. But the Manifest Magic retreat, which was sponsored by Afro Unicorn and the Taste Foundation, which is Anthony Hamilton's Taste Foundation,
Okay.
I we had a great time. I got 15 women together. It was a total of 17 of us, but we went down to Orlando and we had a retreat for our soul and our success. The women are still talking about it. They started to see full manifestations happening like immediately after coming back from the retreat. We are announcing the next retreat next week. I'm gonna give your people a preview. It is March 26th through the 29th. So if you are interested in attending the Manifest Magic Retreat, you want to email info@afrounicorn.com. That's info@afrounicorn.com, or send me a DM at Got April Showers on Instagram. We This one sold out pretty quickly, and we plan on this one selling out even faster. It is really life changing. Like, you do not walk into that retreat, you don't walk out of that retreat the same way you walked in. It's very, very special. Very, very special.
I love that. And I love that you having that the one next year during Aries season. My birthday's March 24th. So like the 26th, I might have to is there a location for it yet?
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna be
Orlando. We keep going.
Orlando. Oh, so it's gonna be back in the same location
Mhm.
that it was this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get connected with Anthony Hamilton? Because he was my first celebrity guest, and shout out to him. He's such a cool guy. I would really love to reconnect with him, but he's just so just down to earth, and it just feels like he's your cousin that you would kick it with. But talk about how you connected with him.
So when I first got into like adulting hood, I worked in the music industry, and I did film. I did music supervision for Baby Boy. I worked with a music supervisor and I assisted her on clearing music. And Anthony happened to be a part of the movie. He had a song that played twice in the movie. But before I knew that, I was instructed by John Singleton to go meet this hot producer named Mike City because he was working with Sunshine Anderson, and John wanted Sunshine Anderson to write a song for Baby Boy.
Mhm.
So I first met Mike City, and because of that, he invited me to Sunshine Anderson's birthday party. And then that's where I met Anthony. And then I later found out that he had a song on a movie that I was working on, and we're talking about before his record deal, like before the Coming From Where I'm From album. So I've known him a little bit over 25 years.
Wow.
So yeah, that's my
Oh
buddy.
my gosh. I love that. I love that. So you're a South LA native?
Born and raised.
Wow. So talk about how it is to come from started from the bottom. Now I'm here. Like, what is that like for you to
Well,
now live in a gated community and having Karens harassing you?
so my mom, I mean, even when I lived on 89th and Western, we had a gate. We had an electric gate.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
my my mother, my father, especially my mother, though, always made sure that everything was nice. We had parquet floors, we had marble. Um, my parents worked for the state of California. I mean, I was in 80, I lived on 89th and Western, but my parents are still over in that area. I mean, you could still pick up my mom's house and put it anywhere in Beverly Hills. Um,
Mm.
so I've always been around excellence. And I think that is why I've always strived for excellence, because that's all I've been exposed to. One thing that my mother did outside of just the contents of our home, she would take me out into the communities, like the community where I live today. Like we would go to the movies out here, or if we wanted to eat, we would go outside of South Central. We would go to Beverly Hills, or we. So I always saw the other side of LA. So my mind was always thinking that I was going to eventually live that lifestyle. I always had a
Mhm.
lifestyle goal, not a actual career goal. I
Mhm.
knew I wanted a house on the hill, wanted to be near the ocean. So everything else had to align with where I visually saw myself, because I believe you can't go anywhere until you visually see yourself there.
Absolutely. Manifest. You got to manifest it. You got to speak it into existence.
Yep.
Speaking of speaking it into existence. So, what's up next for Afro Unicorn? You said you want a whole amusement park,
Yeah.
a
Well,
TV
the
series.
TV series is like the most important thing that has to happen. So we're in the process now, finishing the red lines on the legal agreement, so then I can announce our production partnership. But that series has to happen like before summer of next year for me to. So yeah, that's happening. I have a talk show, the Magic Makers talk show with April Showers, that will be probably rolled out mid-November, hopefully. We shot 12 episodes of that show, and that's about me interviewing other retail brand owners. I'm really, really excited about it because it really shows people what it takes to actually get into retail and to stay in retail. So it's going to be very, very helpful. So I'm excited about that. I announced the Manifest Magic Retreat that's going to be in March of next year. And then I have my Young CEO cohort, the Miss April's Crown and Bookstore cohort. We're going to be rolling out. We've completed one a couple of months ago. We're going to be rolling out the second one soon, where I mentor young CEOs and we give them grants. And so I'm looking forward to doing that as well. And it just got announced today that I'll be at TED Next in Atlanta. So I'll be speaking for TED Next. So I want to continue to have more speaking engagements, and I'm working on my memoir, Never
I
College.
love it. Well, I do copy editing. So if you need a editor, copy editor for your memoir, I would love, because I'm sure you have got some tales to tell, honey. You have such a storied career already. And you're definitely a unicorn doing all the things. So again, kudos to you, April. And I appreciate you joining us. And I want to tell you, just keep up the good fight. Because when I saw I've been heard about the product and seen it, But when I saw the video of the lady accosting you, I was like, oh, and the way you handled it, I said, oh, bless her. I gotta have her on the show. I gotta elevate this excellence.
Thank you. I
Baby.
got so much slack for not beating her down and running her
Ooh,
down.
baby. Your
But
restraint, bless you. Yeah, but you knew what you were doing.
and then my son was there, and then also
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not about to be fighting with you. And I got this whole
exactly.
platform. I got
We
this
got
whole
stuff to do.
platform. I
Right.
already know how to get to you. So
Right, exactly. And you have so much, you're building an empire.
yeah.
You're building an empire. So why waste time with that? Even though I wanted to, but I admire your restraint. So let's wrap it up, April. I want to ask what would be one, and I guess you're going to share this at your upcoming ventures with the young entrepreneurs. What is one piece of advice you would give to an aspiring entrepreneur?
See it first. That's big for me. Like I cannot move on anything if I don't see the end. So not just young entrepreneurs, but anybody. Like if you want to start something, don't start it until you can visualize what that end looks like for you. If you're working on a product, if you don't see the product on the shelves, it's never going to get on the shelves. Like if you don't see yourself making 6 figures, 7 figures, you won't ever make it. So you have to visually see yourself doing whatever the thing is. And that's helped me on also projects that I don't do, because if people present stuff to me and I can't see the end, I don't see what it looks like, then I won't pursue it, because you gotta see it. Like your brain has to tell your right foot to go in front of your left foot when you walk. The whole visual thing is a big deal. So I would tell all people who are trying to step into this, only step into it if you can visually see the end of it.
I love that. And where can people find you, April? Follow
You
you.
can tap in with me at Got April Showers on Instagram. My website is IamAprilShowers.com. My YouTube is I Am April Showers TV. And the website to the brand is Afro Unicorn and Afro Unicorn _ official.
I love that. So right quick, I like to play 5 favorites with my guests. So 5 favorites, right quick. Favorite travel destination?
It's now Cape Town.
Ooh, South Africa. Yes. Love it. Love it. Favorite food?
Seafood.
Okay. Favorite item out of the Afro Unicorn brand?
Magical tresses, my hair curl line.
All right. Favorite accessory?
My earrings, I always have on really cool earrings.
Wait, let me go in on them. I love that. Yes, Mother Earth. I love it. I love it. And so far, what has been your favorite moment for Afro Unicorn?
It keeps on keeping on. My gosh, like we have so many moments. My moment that's always my fave is when I get a DM, I get a message about how the brand has inspired them.
I love that.
That every time, like how the brand, how what I'm doing is inspiring
I
them.
love it. Well, keep inspiring, April, and I hope to see you soon. And thank you for bearing with me through the technical difficulties. I appreciate you. As you know, sometimes when you're doing it yourself, you got to move and groove and pivot. So I really appreciate you. This is not goodbye. This is see you soon. Please keep me posted on any future promotions or things going on with Afro Unicorn. And I'm going to be sending my email so I can join Manifest 2.0.
3.0.
It's going to be 3.0 next year. 3.0. 3.0.
All right. Well,
okay,
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, and take care. Have a good night.
Take care. Good night.
All right. All righty. Thank you, everyone, for watching Rocky's Reality. Tap in. The next segment is on now with Keithian.